Awesome. We got UFC fight coming up this Saturday in Houston, Texas. Zach Reese, one of the fighters who I just found out is that you actually live currently in Houston. Your gym is in Houston. So
yes, sir.
This is home.
Yes, sir. It's home. I train at War Training Center in Tomball, so only a half-hour drive.
So how has training changed for you? You've been training for how long now? About 15, 20 years?
Yes, sir, about 15 years. Training I still feel like I'm learning every day. I feel like I'm really turning corners, and the progress I've made, even since I've gotten to the UFC, has just been exponential. How's
training changed? Because I know, initially with UFC, it was more like they discovered jiu-jitsu, and everyone was jiu-jitsu, and then let's go learn boxing now, and let's go learn wrestling, and now it's almost like MMA fighting is a whole martial art in itself.
Yeah, for sure. You got to be training everything to be and fight at the highest level, and I think we do that really well at our gym. And I've made trips all over the world. I've trained in Vegas a lot, getting rounds with Strickland, Thailand. I've been 5 times. Spent about a year in Thailand. So it's just been
Has the culture shock affected you in any way, positive or negative? I mean, going to Thailand has to be a little different.
Dude, when I go to Thailand, I get homesick. I do get homesick. So I'll put my boots on.
Is it the food?
It's just being at home,
customs.
Dude. So I'll drive my scooter around listening to country music, going to 7-Eleven to 7-Eleven. But Thailand's awesome. The people are super sweet. It's a lot like Texas. They're very hospitable people.
So is Thailand because of the Muay Thai, or?
Yes, sir. Well, and for the MMA, there's a gym out there, Bang Tao. It's started by the Hickman brothers, and they have tons of world-class guys coming through there, and it's a really special place, and definitely leveled me up a lot.
So you said you grew up in Shiner, Texas, or you live there currently?
Yeah, so we've been in Shiner since I was 10 years old, so 31 now, so 21 years. So it's been home, and Shiner's a super small town, 2,000 people.
Yeah, I was going to say, the cleanest little city in Texas,
That's
right?
what they say, so man. We got one stoplight. We just got a Subway. It's a pretty big deal, but yeah, that's Shiner's known for Shiner Box, Shiner beer, so they sponsor me, and I'm super honored for that.
I mean, they would have to, right? Are you the biggest celebrator of a Shiner?
I gotta be. Yeah, that's what I tell my wife.
People.
Yeah, she did all right. Yeah, she's got the coolest guy in Shiner.
You got the coolest. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So coming from the cleanest little city in Texas, and you're in one of the, I don't say dirtiest sports, not in a bad way, but because all the blood, all the sweat, all the tears, all the broken bones. Yeah. How did you transition into that? I mean, did you grow up playing football or anything else, or?
No, I didn't. I was an okay little baseball player, but man, I honestly, I wish I had a cooler origin story, like a superhero. But I saw YouTube videos. I thought it was cool, and just stuck with it, man. I love the competition of it. It's very, very visceral, very intense, and there's really no other sport like it.
Were you a fighter as a kid?
I wasn't, man. Shiner's a nice school. We had 48 kids in my graduating class. There's not even cliques. You know what I mean? Yeah,
everybody just they're all friends. Everyone plays together in the playground.
Yeah.
So then, what drove you into? I mean, you saw the YouTube video. Do you remember which fight it was?
Yeah, it was Fedor Emelianenko. Yeah.
And then you said, okay, I want to do that.
Yeah, for sure. So I remember for Christmas one year, my dad got me a punching bag. I put it in my room, and I'm like, listening to Linkin Park, just punching my bag all night. Yeah.
And then, when did you start training?
I want to say I was 15 years old.
15 years old. And what's your parents say?
They've always been super supportive. It's probably one of the best things I've gotten from my parents, man. They're dreamers. They've always taught us to dream big and believe you can. You're halfway there. And
didn't say, hey, man, come on, Zach, why can't you just be a normal kid and go to college, just study some nice accounting job?
Yeah. Well, I failed college algebra twice, so I think that kind of that figured it out.
I found all the loopholes between here in Mexico City. And somehow I found the loopholes. I probably shouldn't say this in public. I never took algebra in college. I found the loopholes. I'll tell you about the loopholes later in case you want to finish that up. But it was a interesting. So you get into MMA fighting. Do you remember your first fight?
I do remember my first fight. So my first fight, I fought like a grown-ass man. I'm 17, and he comes out, and he literally within the first 20 seconds, I'm getting suplexed in the air, and I felt like Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights. He's like, I'm flying through the air right now.
Was this weight class or no?
Yeah, it was the same weight class, but yeah, I ended up winning the fight, thankfully. But it was a hell of an introduction.
So after that fight, you said, okay, I need to train better. I need to do something different.
Yeah. But it was a hell of a rush, and it was cool, man. First fight was in high school, so.
I mean, you got a hell of a training partner now. You got Sean Strickland, one of your sparring partners. I'm sure you learned a lot from this guy.
Yeah. Sparring with Sean is great, man. He's a world-class guy. And it's an honor just to get in there and train with a dude that is a UFC champion, and Yeah, he's really nice, controlled light sparring too. So he's known.
Do you have kids?
I'm joking. Yeah, I do. I have 2 daughters.
Real light control. I'm sure it's light control. Yeah. So you have kids.
Yes.
Would you want them to train in not UFC, in MMA fighting? Or?
Yeah, I would. I have 2 daughters, 4 and 2 years old. I think it's a great sport. I know people see it as like visceral and violent, but I think time heals everything, and if they would want to do it, I would 100% support it.
I think it's also part of the charm of professional fighters, and I'm sure you'd agree to this. You guys are probably the nicest people around. I don't know if it's that confidence level that you can just beat somebody's ass at any given moment, and so you're walking around very comfortable in your skin.
Yeah,
you guys are some of the nicest people I've met.
I think it's because it's humility. Like you're gonna get humbled physically every day, or not every day, but you're gonna get face humility in the gym, and then you also have to have an open mind, I think, to learn and get good at this sport. So you have to be an open-minded guy with like a growth mindset.
This fight on Saturday, talk about your opponent. How do you study for this fight?
None of my teammates can do flips as well as Michel. They're not as acrobatic, but I've trained with them a little bit, so there's that information we both take from it, and it's an exciting fight for me, dude. Those are the guys I want to fight, guys I enjoyed watching before I was in the UFC, and I'm stoked to get to put it on the line against them.
What's fight week like for you guys? I mean, you got to make weight and everything else, but it's very strict. Do you get overwhelmed with all the media stuff?
No, I enjoy all of it, man. And fight week's honestly pretty chill. All the hard work's done. I probably got one more actual training session that's just making weight, and so I enjoy all of it, man. I try to make a point to enjoy all of it, and I realize this will be the good old days when I'm an old man sometime. So.
I mean, when you're a fighter, how do you foresee yourself fighting for the next 10 years, 5 years? Is that something you would think about?
Right now, honestly, I would like to fight another 5 years. I'm 31. I feel great. I feel like even though I'm 31, the mileage is really low for me. Yeah. I feel healthy, and I just feel like I'm not even hit my peak yet.
For a fan that hasn't seen you fight before, what could you tell them about your style and what they can expect to see from you in the octagon?
Yeah, so I'm always looking for finishes. I don't think about points with fighting and stuff. I'm always looking for finishes and going out there in a fan-friendly style.
Have you had a bad experience with trying to go for points and trying to go for the judges' call?
Man, I don't go for points. I can't even count that well. So what would be the point, right?
So you're just trying to end up and finish it.
Yeah, dude, I'm talking.
Well, Zach, welcome home. We wish you the best on Saturday, and maybe work on those flips for the next one.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Not for this one.
I've been practicing, dude. I can do a somersault pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, so there you go.
Half-ass cartwheel. So.
Might we see that if you win? Maybe
dude, I'll do a cartwheel, dude.
A cartwheel?
Heck yeah.
Awesome. Just for the H-Town, right?
100%. Dude. You know what? I'll get my wife to do a backflip off the cage. That's what I'll do.
Would you go into wrestling? Taking that off the top rope?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'm not a super big wrestling guy, unfortunately. But yeah. Some stone colds from our neck of the woods.
Hey, man. Oh, that's true. Awesome. Well, Zach, thanks so much for this time, and good luck to you on Saturday.
Great talking to you. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.